Hey, what's up everybody? Ben here from blogwithben.com, and in today's video I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to start earning revenue with your WordPress website or blog with HilltopAds. And in the world of website monetization, there are a variety of strategies and techniques that you could use to earn revenue with your website. And one of the most popular methods is to become a HilltopAds publisher. And in today's video, I'm going to take you on an in-depth step-by-step walkthrough on how to do just that. Now, if you're new to HilltopAds, they were founded in 2013, and they are a UK-based advertising network known for their CPM and CPC ad services. They're also notable for their unique traffic segmentation, ensuring the removal of bot or spam traffic, as well as having a multi-language interface, advanced targeting options, and automatic optimization, among many other things. And the HilltopAds network offers various ad formats, and they support multiple payment methods as well. They're also providing a fast and free sign-up, no minimum traffic requirements for publishers, and targeted ad campaigns for advertisers. They operate globally and offer personal support when you sign up. And like I said, it's 100% free to join. And as a HilltopAds publisher, you'll be able to leverage your website or blog and monetize your traffic by placing different sorts of ads within your content. Then when your visitors see or interact with those ads, you receive a certain amount of money from advertisers who want to promote those services. It's really that simple. And if you're having trouble getting approved by AdSense, or maybe you have AdSense, but you want to diversify your monetization strategy, then HilltopAds is a great place to start. And really quick before we dive in, if you get any value out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Helps me bring you more resources, and it keeps you up to date with all of the web and tech trends happening throughout the year. But either way, thank you so much for all your support. Alright, with that being said, let's get started. So as I mentioned in the intro, this video is going to walk you through the process of becoming a HilltopAds publisher so that you can monetize your blog or website traffic. I should also point out that this video is specifically for anyone who has a WordPress.org digital platform. However, if you aren't using WordPress, you could still follow along and get started with the steps we're about to go over in this video. Additionally, this will be an in-depth tutorial on the entire process of getting started with HilltopAds, but as you're going through this video, I also recommend checking out their help docs, which I've linked to in the video description below. They have some really helpful articles and videos that are a great reference should you need some extra clarification on the process of getting started with HilltopAds. Alright, so the first step in the process is to sign up to become a HilltopAds publisher. And you could do so by visiting my referral link, blogwithben.com/HilltopAds. I've linked to that in the video description below, but using my referral link is 100% free and will allow you to quickly sign up to become a publisher for HilltopAds. Plus, when you become a publisher, you'll get your own referral link that you could then use to earn additional revenue as well. So the sooner you apply, the sooner you could start earning revenue with your blog. And clicking on my referral link will bring you to the publisher sign-up form that you're looking at right now. And as we briefly went over in the intro, a publisher is someone who has a website or any other platform and looks to monetize their audience by placing different sorts of ads within their content. Then when your visitors see or interact with those ads, you receive a certain amount of money from advertisers who want to promote their services. So if that sounds like you, you'd be a great fit for a HilltopAds publisher. So to become a publisher, click the sign up button in the upper right corner of the screen. And clicking on that will bring you to the publisher sign up form that you're looking at right now. And the process is pretty straightforward. Within the first field, if you click that arrow, you'll be able to select the type of partner you are. Again, in this video, we're publishers, so select publisher from that dropdown. Next, you'll enter your name, email address, and create a password for your account. Then once those fields are filled out, check the box stating that you agree to the terms and click the sign up button. In a few moments, you'll get a quick message letting you know that your account was successfully created and to check your email. And I know it flashed on the screen there pretty fast, but you'll be redirected to your account dashboard where you'll see that notification at the top of the screen in red stating that you still need to check your email and confirm your registration. So as your dashboard is loading, and it may take a few seconds to do so since we're brand new to Hilltop Ads, let's confirm our account registration by accessing your inbox of the email address you signed up with. And then you'll want to look for an email from Hilltop Ads. It'll look something like this. And then go ahead and click the confirm email button within that email. And in a few seconds, you'll get another quick notification letting you know that the registration was a success and you should be redirected back to your Hilltop Ads dashboard. All right, we're in. Welcome to your Hilltop Ads Publisher dashboard. This is home base for your account, and it's where you could start monetizing your site and do things like manage your site in zones, which we'll get into in just a bit. You can monitor ad performance and stats, create direct links, set up your payments, and much more. And we'll be doing all of those things in this tutorial, but before we do, let me give you a quick tour of your dashboard so that you could get a good feel for where everything is before you start setting things up. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to give you a quick tour and overview of your Hilltop Ads dashboard. That way you'll have a solid understanding of how to quickly navigate the platform so that you could start monetizing your site faster. Okay, first, if you look towards the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see the sidebar menu. This will help you navigate from one section to another, and for right now, I'm just going to briefly go over what each one of these menu items do, but we'll go into greater detail a little later on in the video as we're setting everything up. Okay, starting at the top of the sidebar menu is the dashboard. Again, this is home base for your account and is where you can monitor your ad performance, contact support, access helpful resources, and much more. Below that are your publisher account features. First, we have statistics. This is where you can manage and monitor all of your ad units and how they're performing. Below that is the Manage Site and Zones section. This is where you can add websites to your account as well as create and manage zones, which are basically ad units. And you can also create direct links here as well, which we'll be doing all of those things a little later on in this video. Next, we have Payment History. This lets you monitor your payment history, obviously, but you can also view balance details and future payments. Then moving on to the next section, we have your Publisher Manager. This is your personal account manager that you can reach out to if you have any questions or need to make some adjustments to your account configuration. And clicking this will allow you to access your account manager's contact info so that you can get in touch. Next is the My Account section. This is where you can configure some important profile and payment info and settings. And again, we'll definitely be revisiting this section in just a bit. Below that is an FAQ resource, and clicking this gives you access to some frequently asked questions as well as legal terms. Definitely a lot of good info here when you're just starting out. Next, we have the Referral program, and this is where you can access your personal Hilltop Ads referral link and referral banners, which you can then share on your website and with your audience. Basically, you're referring people to sign up with Hilltop Ads. Then when they do, you get paid. Below that is your account ID. And this is unique to you and is used for tracking and security purposes. Then below that, you can access all of the Hilltop Ads social networks. And I highly recommend following the ones that pertain to you because they share a lot of great resources and tips for their publishers and advertisers on the Hilltop Ads social channels. Finally, at the very bottom is the server time. And then if you click this little arrow, you can collapse the sidebar menu if you'd like. All right, then whatever you have selected in the sidebar menu will display here on the right-hand side of the screen. And we currently have the dashboard selected, and it's a pretty straightforward interface. Then towards the top of the screen, in the upper right corner, there are some more features. Starting on the left, your account balance will display here. When you start earning revenue with your ads, you'll see your total balance here. Next to that is your account ID. Then there's another way for you to contact your account manager. And we also have the language settings. And by clicking this button, this lets you change the language being used throughout the platform. Finally, you can log out of your account here if you need to. All right, then the last section of the dashboard is the support chat button located in the bottom right corner. And clicking this lets you send a direct message to the Hilltop Ads support team. This is super helpful if you have questions or need some extra help with your account. All right, so that's your Hilltop Ads account and dashboard overview. Next, let's set up your account and payment info so that you could run ads and get paid. In this portion of the tutorial, we're going to properly set up your account and payment info. You'll want to do this before you add your website to HilltopAds and start running ads, because this ensures that everything is set up properly so that you could receive funds. Okay, so from your dashboard within the sidebar menu on the left-hand side of the screen, click on My Account. And we'll briefly go over each one of these sections, but again, when it comes to getting paid, the most important are the invoice and payment info sections. So even though we're somewhat glossing over these other ones right now, you'll want to make sure to fill them out properly as you go through them on your end. Okay, first we have the Profile tab. This is where you can update some settings like your first and last name. You can also choose to show an advertiser account along with your publisher account, if you have both, by checking this box. And for this example, I'm just a publisher, so I'll leave that unchecked. Then back at the top is the email address that you signed up with. You can't change this in your account, but if you need to change it for any reason, simply contact your account manager. Remember, you can access their contact details by clicking their name in the sidebar or the contact manager icon in the top toolbar. Also, when you first sign up, your account manager will reach out and send you a few emails, so keep an eye out for those. They'll have your manager's contact info in there as well. Okay, moving on to the invoice information. This is where you'll enter any information that might be useful for any further financial interactions with HilltopAds. So first is your status. Click that arrow and select whether you represent a company or if you're an individual. Then below that, you'll select your preferred messenger. They have Skype, Google Hangouts, or Telegram. Next, just enter your location information, which is your country, your company if you have one, your city, postal code, and address. And then when everything is filled out, click the Update Invoice Information button. All right, moving on to the payment section. This is the most important one because it's how you'll determine the way you'll receive funds from HilltopAds, once you start earning revenue, that is. So if you don't set this up, you won't get paid. So it's imperative that you do this before you start running ads on your site. And it's actually really simple. Just select your method of payment from the Payment System drop-down menu. And as you can see, HilltopAds offers multiple ways for you to receive payment, such as Bitcoin, crypto, then there's Capitalist, Paxum, and PayPal. Then they also offer USDT, a cryptocurrency on the Bitcoin blockchain, and WebMoney, another international online payment system. Then finally is wire transfer. So select your payment system from that list, and depending on what you select, there may be some more info you'll need to add. For example, I chose PayPal, and I'll need to enter my PayPal email as well as my minimum payout amount. Then once you've filled everything out, click the Save Payment Information button, and you can now officially earn revenue from ads run on your site via HilltopAds. Now, if you don't see your preferred payment system here, reach out to your account manager and ask them about additional payout options. Okay, before we move on, I want to quickly go over the last 3 sections of your account settings. So next, you have the ability to change your password. This is again pretty straightforward. Just enter your current password and then create a new one if you need to. And next we have account security, and this is where you can configure some security settings like allowed and disallowed IP addresses, as well as enabling the 2-factor authentication. I recommend enabling this. We aren't going to do it in this video, but you'll just click this link to learn how to set it up. It's super helpful and adds an additional layer of security to your account. You can also delete your entire account here as well. Just click this button and follow the prompts to delete your account if needed. Finally, there are the API settings. Now, this is a bit more technical and not something we'll be addressing in this tutorial, but this is where you can get your HilltopAds API key. This can come in handy for reporting because instead of using spreadsheets, you can use their API to fetch the data you need automatically without having to import a CSV file. Then below that is the API documentation with examples of requests and responses. And APIs offer a range of benefits from streamlined campaign management to enhanced performance tracking and reporting. And in case of any questions, as always, you can always contact your account manager of HilltopAds for assistance. They'll help you set up your APIs and answer any questions you may have. Okay, so that's going to do it for the account setup. So let's head back to the dashboard really quick. In the left-hand sidebar menu, click on Dashboard. And then let's move on and get to the fun stuff. So next, let's add your website to your HilltopAds account and verify it so that you can begin monetizing your traffic. In this portion of the tutorial, we're going to add and connect your website or blog to your HilltopAds account so that you can monetize the traffic landing on your site. Now, before we do, I should point out that I'm adding my personal blog to HilltopAds, which is an educational marketing blog built on WordPress.org. However, HilltopAds are compatible with all major CMSs, including WordPress, Blogspot, HubSpot, or just regular HTML-based websites. Okay, let's add a website to our account. In this portion of the tutorial, we're going to add and connect your website or blog to your HilltopAds account so that you can monetize the traffic landing on your site. And before we do, I should point out that I'm adding my personal blog to HilltopAds, which is an educational marketing blog built on WordPress. However, HilltopAds are compatible with all major CMSs, including WordPress, Blogspot, HubSpot, or just regular HTML-based websites. Okay, so let's add a website to our account. So from your dashboard, you have a couple ways to do this. If this is your first site that you're adding to HilltopAds, then you can click this Add Site button within your dashboard. But if you don't see that button for some reason, just click the Manage Site and Zones tab in the sidebar on the left-hand side of the screen, and you can add your site there as well. But either way, once you click the Add Site button, you'll be prompted to add your site details, starting with your site's domain. So in that field, enter your domain like so. Don't add the HTTPS prefix or the www, just the domain. Then below that, you'll select the category that your domain falls under. Mainstream is content that is basically for all ages, and non-mainstream is for content that is 18 plus. So if you have an adult-themed site, you'd select non-mainstream. However, my site is for all ages, so I'm going to select mainstream as the category. And then when you're ready, click the Add Site button. Then in a few seconds, you'll be asked to verify your site ownership, and you have a few ways to go about this. You can either upload a file to the root of your site, or you can add the meta tag they give you to the HTML of your main page. And for this example, I'm using a WordPress.org site, and I have a plugin that will help me insert this code. So I'm going to use option B and add the meta tag to the HTML. Specifically, we're going to copy this generated code and then add that meta tag to the HTML of the main page before the closing head tag. But I'll walk you through both scenarios if you're not running a WordPress site. However, since I am using a WordPress.org site, let me show you how to verify your site with option B and the meta tag. So first things first, let's copy this meta tag by clicking the copy button. You should get a notification letting you know that it's been copied. Next, let's head over to my WordPress dashboard really quick. And from here, I'm going to use the WP Code plugin. This allows you to inject code to the header, body, and footer of any WordPress site. And I use it quite a bit, and it's super convenient. So if you need to install it from your WordPress dashboard sidebar, hover your mouse over Plugins and click on Add New. Then in the search field in the upper right corner, type WP Code. And it should be the first one listed there. Simply install and activate it here, and then once the plugin has been activated, you'll be able to access the plugin features. I've also linked to this plugin in the video description below where you can download it and then upload the zip file to your site if that's easier for you. But either way, once you've installed and activated the WP Code plugin, it'll give you the ability to easily add code snippets to the header, body, and footer of your WordPress site. Okay, so after you've installed and activated the WP Code plugin, within your WordPress dashboard on the left-hand side of the screen, hover your mouse over Code Snippets and click on Header and Footer. And this will bring you to the plugin's global header and footer script section. And again, this is where you could paste code that needs to be displayed within the header, body, and footer sections of your site. And depending on the type of code that you have, it will vary where you paste it here. However, as I just mentioned, we need to paste our meta tag code above the closing head tag. So that means this code will need to go in the header section. So all you'll do is you'll place your cursor in the header text box and paste that snippet of code like so. I'm on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command P on my keyboard to paste it. Then don't forget to click the Save Changes button, and this will insert the meta tag to your site. Then head back to your HilltopAds dashboard and click the Verify Site button. Just give it a little time to do its thing, and it may take about 10 seconds or so to verify your site depending on a few things, but again, just sit tight while the verification goes through, and your site will be officially verified and added to your HilltopAds account. You can now start adding zones to your site. And zones are basically where you'll create your ads for your site, which we'll set up in just a bit. But next, let me quickly go over the second way to verify your site via the document route. So if you aren't using WordPress or you don't want to use another plugin, you can verify your site by uploading a file to the document route of your domain. So first, under section A here, click that download file button. Then once you have the file on your computer, you'll want to access the doc root of your domain. And one popular way to do this is via the cPanel. Most web hosting companies use cPanel for their server and site management tools, and the way to access your cPanel will vary from host to host, but I'm using NameHero Web Hosting in this example. Then once you're in, you'll want to find the domain section and click on the domain icon. This will allow you to access all of your domains for your account. Then from here, you can access the doc root for each domain. Simply click on it, and then this is where you'll upload the file from HilltopAds. Simply click the Upload button, and then the Select File button, and find the file from HilltopAds that we downloaded. Then once added to the doc root, head back to HilltopAds and click the Verify Site button. And you should be good to go. Now, for any reason you're having trouble verifying your site, please reach out to HilltopAds support and they'd be happy to help you resolve the issue. Okay, moving on. Next, let me show you how to add zones to your website so that you could start running ads and monetize your web traffic. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add zones to your site. And zones are basically where you'll create your ads that allow you to monetize your traffic. HilltopAds offers multiple types of ad formats that give you the opportunity to diversify your ad campaigns and increase your earnings. And as you'll see, they have in-page push notifications, video ads, pops, direct links, and display banners. And in this tutorial, we'll go over how to add pops, in-page notifications, and direct links. However, if you visit this HilltopAds blog post, and I've linked to this in the video description below, you'll see that they've listed out step-by-step articles that walk you through the process on how to add each type of ad format to your site. So if you have any questions about how to add, let's say, the multi-tag banner ad format, just visit that link and that'll walk you through the process. Okay, so back at the site details, let me show you how to add a new zone and implement the pops ad format to your website. And if we fast forward really quick, you can see what that looks like. Specifically the pop under ad. So after the page loads, you'll see that there's an additional tab that loads in the browser. This is the pop under ad. And when the user opens that tab, they'll be presented with the ad. Non-intrusive, but still presents the ad to the viewer. And you get paid for impressions, which is a win-win. So let's add this to our site. Okay, so the process is really simple. You add a zone, and then you select the zone type, which is basically the ad format that will display on your site. And real quick, you can add a zone here in the Your Site Details section, but you can also add it within the Manage Site and Zones tab. And clicking on that tab will take you to your site management page, and you can add a zone here as well. But if you want to get to the site details of a particular domain, from the list here, either click on the domain or click that three-dot icon towards the right and select Edit from the drop-down menu. And this will take you to the site details section for that particular domain. Again, you can add your zone either way, but the site details section lets you filter the ads being shown on your site. And if you click this little drop down next to where it says filter ads, you can essentially select the type of ads that you don't want to display on your site. But please keep in mind that removing ads from your campaigns can potentially decrease your revenue. Okay, with that being said, let's add a new zone to this site. So go ahead and click the Add Zone button. Next, you'll be prompted to name the zone. This helps you keep track of your zones in the back end of your account, so go ahead and name it in that field. Then below that is where you'll select the zone type. This is where you're selecting the type of ad format that will be running in this zone. And like I said, we're going to run the pop under ads first, so I'll select pop under and then click the Add Zone button. And then give it a few seconds to do its thing. Then next you'll be prompted to choose how you want to inject the ad on your site so that it displays. And there are a few ways to go about doing this. There's direct URL, pop under script, pop under server to server anti-ad block, and pop under script with anti-ad block. Now, if you're brand new to all of this, it can seem confusing. However, HilltopAds has a really helpful article that I've linked to in the video description below that outlines each one with an explanation as to what they're best for. And for this example, I'm going to be using the pop under script with anti-ad block because my traffic is mostly desktop and this is easier to implement with the WP Code WordPress plugin. So I'll select pop under script with anti-ad block from the list. And when I do, I'm presented with the script to add to my site. And I know it looks like a lot, but it's really pretty simple. Just click the code button to copy it. And when you get the notification that it's been copied, head over to WordPress. And again, I'm using the WP Code plugin. And this time, HilltopAds states that this code should be added above the closing body tag. So in that case, we'll want to paste the code to the footer section of the plugin. And I'll paste the code here in the footer text box. Again, I'm on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command P on my keyboard to paste it. And after it's been added, don't forget to click the Save Changes button. Then when we visit the front end of my site, I'll just type my domain blogwithben.com in my Chrome browser, and when I do, you'll see that another browser tab opens next to it. And this is the pop under ad. Perfect. The code worked, and our pop under zone is now collecting impressions and clicks, and you can begin monetizing your traffic. How easy was that? And I should mention that depending on the advertiser, the ads will vary. As you can see, this one was for an online game, but they have a diverse offering of different advertisers. As you can see, this is actually another online game. However, it is interactive, where if I move the mouse, the ad animates. Pretty cool. And then here's another example of a pop under ad. Looks like this one's for a business magazine blog, I believe. But either way, you're pushing some professional looking ads that don't come across as spammy or anything like that. It's a great way to quickly monetize your web traffic. Okay, back at our HilltopAds account, after you add your zones, you can monitor, edit, and manage them in the Manage Site and Zone section of your dashboard. As you begin creating and adding zones, they'll be listed here where you can edit them, but also monitor the traffic, payout amount, and stats for the particular ad zone. And one thing to keep in mind, when you're adding different zones to your site, you don't want to overdo it. If we head back to the HilltopAd blog post that I linked to in the video description below, you'll see that they have some recommendations as to what types of combination of zones you should use on your site. Again, you don't want to place too many ad formats on your site, so I recommend that if you're going to add multiple ad formats to your site, that you follow these recommendations. So with that being said, let's add our next zone type, which will be in-page push ads. All right, so back at our HilltopAds account, to add another zone to your site, within the site management section, click the Add Zone button next to the domain that you want to add it to. Then the steps are the exact same as before. Give the zone a name, and then select the zone type from the list provided. Again, we're adding in-page push, so I'll select that one, and then click the Add Zone button. And in a few moments, you'll be presented with the code to add to your site. So click the code button to copy it. And once again, once copied, you'll get a notification that it has been successfully copied in the upper right corner of the screen. Then next, let's head back to the WordPress site and the WP code plugin. And this code needs to go above the closing body tag. So you'll want to add it to the footer section of the plugin like so. Then click the Save Changes button to inject the code to your site. Then this time when I visit the front end of my site, you'll see the in-page push notifications display in the upper right corner of the screen. They look like little alert notifications, not intrusive, and the user can easily remove them by clicking the X in each ad. They're also sticky, meaning when your user scrolls, the ad stays in place, giving you an increased chance for them to interact with the ad. But either way, these in-page push ads are another great way to easily and quickly monetize your web traffic. And then back at our HilltopAds account, you'll see the new zone added, and you can monitor and manage it here as well. And speaking of that, one great feature of HilltopAds is their statistics feature. This is a powerful tool that helps publishers analyze their sold traffic based on different parameters such as geo, ad format, browser, and so on. And you can access it by clicking the Statistics tab in the sidebar. And from here you can select the filters to get the desired results, and then click the Get Statistics button to export those results. Also, whatever you have selected will display here and show you the total results for your stat filter. It's pretty handy reporting and a great resource to help you stay efficient with your campaigns. Also, if we head back to the main dashboard, after you start adding zones and running ads, your overall stats will display here. Again, giving you a helpful snapshot of your overall performance. And speaking of performance, let's quickly go over how to monitor your payments. So from your dashboard, click the Payment History tab in the sidebar menu. And this is where you can monitor your payment history, obviously, but you could also track your payment schedule and publisher balance in your account. Now, you'll more than likely not see this red notice since we updated the payment info during the account setup portion of the tutorial, but if you are seeing this, be sure to revisit that part of the video and update your payment info so you can receive funds for running ads on your site. Okay, so this is where you can track your payment history and publisher balance in your account. HilltopAds pay every 7 days on Tuesday with the 7-day hold system. That means that if you start sending traffic on the first day of the month, then your first payment will be on the 14th day of the month. And I highly recommend checking out HilltopAds' video on payment history. They do a good job of explaining the basics, but just know that if you have set up your payment information, verified your site, added zones, and are running ads and sending traffic to those ads, then you will start to see your balance increase. And then once you start receiving payments, you'll get a better understanding of how the payment schedule works. Okay, moving on. Next, I want to quickly go over the direct links feature. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to give you an overview of how to access and create direct links. This is HilltopAds' new smart direct link technology, which are essentially URL links that advertisers can use to directly promote their products or services. And unlike traditional banner or display ads, direct links don't require an ad space on a website. When a user clicks on these links, they're taken directly to the advertiser's landing page or offer. And thanks to HilltopAds' trained network intelligent algorithms, their platform selects the most relevant landing pages for your traffic. And this direct approach can be highly effective as it simplifies the user's journey to the product or service. Plus, they're super simple to set up and use. So with that being said, let me show you how to create a direct link. Okay, from your HilltopAds dashboard, click the Manage Site and Zones tab. From here, click the Add Direct Link button, and you'll be prompted to enter the direct link details, starting with the name. And I'm just going to name this Direct Link. Then below that, just like when we added our site to HilltopAds, you'll need to determine if your site is mainstream, which means your content is suitable for all ages, or non-mainstream, which means your content is for adult viewers. Again, my site is mainstream, so I'll select that from the list, and then click the Add Direct Link button. And it may take a few seconds for it to create the direct link, so just sit tight really quick while it loads and does its thing. And there we go. Then after the direct link has been created, it'll be listed separate from the display ad zones here in your site management section of your dashboard. But whenever you're ready to use this direct link, simply click the direct link button next to the link that you want to use. And you'll then be presented with the full URL of the direct link that you can then use on HTML pages and websites, as well as add it to your WordPress website or blog in a button or a hyperlink. And all you'll do here is click the URL button to copy the URL. And then once you've gotten the successful copied notification, you could then paste it in HTML or within a hyperlink on your blog, etc. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through the exact steps of adding a direct link to my WordPress blog, but HilltopAds has a very helpful blog post that I'll link to in the video description below that goes into greater detail on various ways to implement direct links within your ad campaigns. All right, moving on. We're almost done. The last thing I want to show you is yet another way to earn passive income with HilltopAds, and that is with their referral program. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to add to your monetization strategy through HilltopAds' referral program for publishers. Simply put, you make money on recommending HilltopAds to your friends, colleagues, and visitors to your blog or website. And it's super easy to get started. From your HilltopAds account dashboard, click on Referral Program in the sidebar. And this is where you can access your referral invite link and banner, as well as check your referrals list and statistics. The referral program provides a regular commission, meaning you can increase your income simply by referring as many publishers as you can. And your referral strategy can be implemented two ways: the invite link or banner ad. The invite link is a unique URL that you can access here. Just copy and paste it on social media, your blog, website, emails, etc., and hopefully you'll start earning revenue when people sign up to become publishers or advertisers. Then the next strategy is to use the banner ads. And these are pre-made banners and GIFs where you copy the HTML code and embed it on your site. And that's what I'm going to do for this example. So first you'll want to select the size of banner that you want to use by clicking this drop down. And they have a handful of different sizes that you can work with in various situations of content. I'm going to go with the 300 by 250 size. This will be a square shape and will work well in the sidebar of my blog. And check that out. We have some great animated banner ads to choose from. But once you find one that you want to use, simply highlight and copy the code. Then let's head over to WordPress. And depending on what kind of site and theme you're using, the steps to implement the code within the sidebar will vary. But more than likely, you'll do so through your customization menu. So let me open that really quick. And then for this theme, the sidebar is located within the widgets tab. So I'll open that tab up. And then the sidebar tab. And then since I'm adding HTML, I'll need to add a new custom HTML widget. So click the Add a Widget button and find the custom HTML widget. Then I always center my HTML just so that it's aligned in the middle of my sidebar. So I'll add the center, opening, and closing tags like so. Then all you'll do is paste the HTML code from HilltopAds in between those two tags. But wait, we're getting a broken image, not good. But it's an easy fix. Within the code, simply highlight the HilltopAds URL like so. Be sure to get the HTTP prefix and the entire URL whenever you highlight it, and then copy it. I'm on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command-C on my keyboard to copy it. Then paste it directly after the quotations here in the src attribute of the HTML. It will look like this when you're done. And now that we have the full URL of the image file, it displays correctly in the sidebar. Just a little tip if you notice that the code isn't working after you initially paste it. Okay, once you're done, don't forget to publish your changes to make them live. And then when I visit the front end of my blog and scroll down a bit, check that out. I have a professional looking banner ad that's driving traffic to my referral link and opening the door to more passive income profits via HilltopAds. And one final thing before I let you go, There's a wealth of information available to you on the HilltopAds blog, and I'll link to it in the video description below, but their blog is super valuable and it's a great resource packed with tips, strategies, case studies, and updates tailored specifically for HilltopAds users. Whether you're just starting out or looking to optimize your existing campaigns, the HilltopAds blog is a great source for staying ahead in the digital advertising space. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're thinking about starting a blog, you got to check out my step-by-step tutorials. They'll show you everything you need to know in order to build, grow, and monetize a professional WordPress blog. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.